We've just finished our walk around and we're ready to start the next checklist, which in the pilot operating handbook is a before starting engine checklist. I wanted to mention a few things about going in and out of the aircraft. If you are right over here back by the baggage department and you click on this step or the seat, which you can do if the door is open, sometimes it will force you to pass through the wing because it's a 3D model, and when you get inside, the simulator will start bouncing up and down. It does go away after about 30 seconds or so, but that's the reason that that's happening. If you do things and you try to go in and out of the aircraft at awkward locations, sometimes it happens. So that's why it's a good idea to always go in and out of the aircraft at one particular location. And this is one of the best ones. And also you have to remember that when you go back out of the aircraft, it will put you in the exact same position that you went into the aircraft. Now you notice the step is not active, right? Well, obviously you have to open the door. So now it turns active. You can click on the step or the seat. I prefer the step. That seems more natural. So we'll go inside and we have to go over, close the door. Now, we're going to start the checklist. Number 1, pre-flight inspection is complete. So it will leave you in this configuration with flaps down and everything that you did in the pre-flight. All your chocks, tie downs are gone. You're ready, getting ready to go here. Number 2, passenger briefing. There is a video or two out on our site that are worth watching on the passenger briefing. Number 3, make sure that your passenger can put the seat in the upright position, as well as connect and disconnect their seat belts, shoulder and seat harness. Make sure that they always wear their seat belt harness throughout the entire flight. Number 4 on the checklist, we'll move down and we're going to test the brakes. What you're going to do is you're going to push on the tops of these brakes and you're going to make sure that they feel equal and they have a pressure that you're familiar with. Going back up. These are the regular circuit breakers. These are number 5 on the list. And these are the avionics circuit breakers. And you can check them both at the same time, although they're on a different number in this particular sequence. So these are the regular circuit breakers. They're all in. Number 6, you want to brief your passengers on electrical equipment, whatever your policy is on cell phones. You also want to make sure that the cabin air is off, the panel light dimmer switch is off, and the glare shield light is off. Because you're going to be cranking your engine over, you don't want to have extra drain on your battery. Number 7, avionics master switch. This always needs to be off, so be very careful of this one. Do not start your engine with the avionics master on. You could get a voltage spike to your sensitive radio equipment, and that could be very expensive. Number 8, fuel selector valve to both. Now, if this prior pilot had used the shutdown checklist, he would have put it in one position or the other, right tank or left tank, and this keeps the tanks from cross-feeding. But we'll put them on both for now. And also, this is the engine fuel shutoff valve. This is number 9. I'm going to pass it through once. You want to make sure it's in the on position, or you will not get any fuel to prime or start the engine. This is there. If you have an engine fire, it shuts off all fuel to the engine compartment. Finally, number 10 is the avionics breakers, and they're all in. We had checked those. So at this point, we're going to start the engine, go to the starting engine checklist with battery, and that's another video. If this is a rental aircraft, now is a good time to set up your radios rather than doing it when the hops meter is running or the engine is running. You would do that by turning on the right half to your master switch. You don't need to turn on the left half, which is the alternator. Just turn on your avionics master and set your radios. Set your GPS, all of your VORs, whatever you're planning on doing, make sure it's all set at this time. You don't want to take over 10 minutes to do that. You have to be aware that you're running your battery. Make sure that you have your glare shield off and uh, indoor air, stuff like that. Make sure everything is off except your avionics. And we'll move on to the next video, and that will be the starting engine with battery checklist from the Pilot Operating Handbook. And we'll see you then.